Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth lecture of Unit 1 Interest. So still we are in Unit 1 Interest. Topics in this lecture, in this fourth lecture, we are going to cover as annuity, future value, and if possible we will cover present value and perpetuity. So let's begin our fourth lecture with this topic, annuity. Okay, so what is an annuity? So here is the definition. Okay, so an annuity is a series of payments made at equal intervals. Examples of annuities are regular deposits to a saving accounts, monthly or annually insurance payments, deposits in PPF account, pension payments every month, etc. So there are many more examples of annuity plan. So the payments or the deposits may be done weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, or at any other regular interval of the time. Let's see one more definition of annuity. Annuity defined by banks or the insurance companies. An annuity is a contract between you and an insurance company in which you make a lump sum payment or series of payments, and in return you receive regular disbursement beginning either immediately or at some point in future. Important notes about annuity. Annuities are insurance contracts that promises you to pay a regular income either immediately or in future. So that's the definition we have seen already. Second important point, you can buy an annuity with a lump sum or a series payments. The income you receive from an annuity is taxed at regular income tax, which are usually lower than capital gain rates. So these are few important points you should know about annuities. Here we have fourth one also. It has lifetime income benefits. So one more time, we will define annuity. Annuity is a contract aimed at generating steady income during retirement. So this is the main motive behind annuity plans. We need to generate some income at the age of 59 or 60, or we can say that after our retirement. So the main target behind annuity is to generate a steady income after retirement, wherein lump sum payment is made by an individual to obtain certain amounts immediately or at some point of future. If you read this paragraph again, you will feel that this is some pension plan we are, or PPF or provident fund, like provident fund. We deposit some amount in provident fund or in our national pension scheme, and after our retirement or the age of or after the age of 60 we receive monthly salary through provident fund or pension scheme. Provident fund gives after 15 years we can receive, we can withdraw all the money. Provident fund don't give the salaries after our retirement. Let's read further. How does an annuity work? specially explained for a retirement plan. An individual begins by making a lump sum investment in the annuity plan. The annuity then makes payments to the individual on a future date or series of dates. The income can be doled out monthly, quarterly, annually, or even as lump sum amount. If you want, you can take all the money after some period, or you can take it on installment wise, quarterly, annually. Third point says that the income payout is determined by a number of factors, including the tenure of the annuity. Fourth point, how it works. The individual can opt to receive the income payments for the rest of his life or for a fixed period of time. What are the types of annuities? So when we search about what type of annuities exist, you can see all these types. So type of annuity: immediate annuity, deferred annuity. We are not interested in studying deferred annuity, but this is very easy. You can learn anywhere from any book or Google it. It's not in our syllabus for FIBCom. Then we see these types of annuities also. We have so many types of annuity, you can see this. So there are so many annuity types introduced by banks, insurance companies according to the requirement of the people. Let's see the very basic types of annuity depending on the money deposited by an individual. Let me correct this: by deposited or receiving the installments. So annuity is for both depositing money or taking out the salaries or the installments in future. Before that, we will define annuity according to our FIBCom level and some easy terminologies, some definitions. So here I have a timeline of indefinite years. So this complete is 1 year time span, and this is the end of first year. Here you have decided that you will deposit rupees 500 in the end of every year, or you can decide you can deposit money in the end of every quarter or month. It's up to you. So in this example, it's in the end of every year. So rupees 5,000 here, which is deposited by you, is called installment of the annuity, of an annuity. And suppose you have decided, or banks allows you to deposit installments for 10 years. So this 10 years, it could be any number of years: 10, 20, 25, 50 years. Then here the time period of 10 years is called tenure of annuity. Every year you are depositing the installment, so the duration after which the next installment is deposited, or the fixed duration between two consecutive installments, is called annuity period. So in this timeline, what is annuity period? Annuity period is this 1 year. Okay, so 1 year is annuity period. If you decided to deposit installments after every quarter, so 3 months will be annuity period. So I hope these easy definitions and the terms are clear to everyone. Now, coming over to the types of annuity based on deposition or receiving the installments or salary in future. So here we have three types of annuities: annuity due, immediate annuity, and deferred annuity. If you want, a deferred annuity is a plan in which you receive some amount after a certain period. You can please you can study this afterward if you want. So here we will concentrate on these two annuities: annuity due and immediate annuity. So as I have written in the red color at the beginning, so this annuity plan have deposition or receiving the salary at the beginning of annuity period. So let's read for annuity due. In this type of annuity, the installments are deposited or received at the beginning of the annuity period. For examples, house rents. We usually pay house rents in the beginning of every month. Premiums of policies. So these are the examples of annuity due in which we pay first. So here's a timeline example explanation for annuity due. So this is my first year. This is the beginning of first year, and the end of first year is nothing but the beginning of second year. So here at these points you are paying your first installment, and in the beginning of second year your second installment. Such kind of deposition comes in annuity due. What happens in immediate annuity? Installments are deposited or received at the end of annuity period. Some examples: salary. We always get salary in the end of month, and when we receive our salary, there is some deduction in our salaries, say rupees 1800, that goes into PF, provident funds. So provident fund deposition of money in provident fund is example of immediate annuity, where the money is deposited in your provident fund account in the end of the month or annuity period. So here is the timeline explanation for that. Theory for how annuity works. Suppose you decided to enroll yourself in an annuity plan today so that you can buy BMW motorbike after 5 years. The bank is offering you 7% per annum in some annuity plan, and you want to invest 1 lakh in the end of every year. So you are giving 1 lakh to the bank in the end of every year for continuous 5 years. And what banks are giving you? 7% extra on 1 lakh every year. And that rate of interest is per annum. This is also very important, per annum. Okay, so the question is how much money you will get in the end of 5 years, and is it sufficient for your purpose? Let's see how it works. So this is the timeline of 5 years. So this is the end of first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and fifth year. So keep this thing in your mind that in the end of every year you are supposed to pay installment of 1 lakh rupees, and bank is giving you 7% for every year. Okay, so when you are going to pay your first installment in the end of first year, so this 7% you won't receive because your 1 lakh is not earning interest from the beginning to the end. You have just deposited 1 lakh in the end, so you will not get this 7%. Now, this 1 lakh rupees, you cannot disturb this for how many years? For this year, for this year, for this, and this. So, total 4 years, you cannot take it out. You cannot withdraw this 1 lakh rupees. So, this 1 lakh rupees will gain interest in compounding manner, or you can say that this 1 lakh rupees will gain interest by 7% per annum compounded yearly. Okay, so this 1 lakh will grow to what amount in 4 years? 1, 2, 3, and 4 years. So this is the amount. So from where I have written this? I have written this from this formula. Recall this. This is the formula for amount, finding the amount after n year. So this 1 lakh will grow to this much. So this P, this is my P. And what is R? R is 7 by 100. And what is N? N is number of years. Since it is per annum, so there is no there's no confusion of dividing the rate and multiplying the time. So this is the amount after 4 years. So I'm done with my first installment. And when the second year finishes, bank will ask, please deposit your second installment. And that 1 lakh rupees deposited in the end of second year will gain interest for 3 years. This, and this year. So this 1 lakh rupees will grow to this much amount. So in the end of second year, sorry, what I'm saying, in the end of third year, again you have to deposit 1 lakh, and that 1 lakh rupees will be kept for 2 years. So this third installment will grow to this, raised to 2. Okay. Fourth installment and the last installment will not gain any interest. So in the end, you have to deposit your installment, but you are not getting any interest on this last installment. By rule, you have to pay your last installment according to your annuity plan, and then you can withdraw your whole money in lump sum amount or in installment wise. So your last installment is as it is, or you can write it as 1 plus 7 upon 100 raised to 0. So it makes a pattern, 4 3 2 1 0. Anyways, anything raised to 0 is 1, so only 1 lakh. Now the question is how much total amount you have accumulated in the end of fifth year like this, if you choose annuity plan. So you have to add everything. So add all the amounts. So total amount after 5 years, A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 and A5. So here I have used a few shortcuts to avoid the burden of writing. So 1 lakh is 1L. So I have at A1. A1 is this. Okay. So 1 lakh 1 plus 7 upon 100 raised to 4. 1 lakh A2. This is A2. Now what I have done, so this 7 by 100 is everywhere. So I have started writing it 7 divided by 100, which is 0 0.07. So 1 lakh and 1 lakh. You can see that 1 lakh is everywhere. So let's take it out common. So I have taken 1 lakh common and I have left with, and 1 plus 0 0.07 is 1.07. So I am writing 1.07. Keep this thing in mind that 1.07 is coming from 1 plus 0.07, which is 1 plus, and what is this r? What is this 0.07? This is r. Okay, so this is 1 plus r. This will help in the end. Now treat this as x, so I'm writing 1 lakh, and this is x by 4, x by 3, x square, x and 1. So this formula says that x raised to this power, and then you have to start decreasing the power of x to 1. It is this. So in other words, I can explain this as, if you write x raised to 99 plus x raised to 98 plus x raised to 97, and this goes up to x plus 1. So this large polynomial, you can compress this to this. So this last power is 99, so you have to write 100, one more power. X raised to 100 minus 1 upon x minus 1 when x is greater than 1, or more precisely, the mod of x is greater than 1. So here the power is 4, so I have to write 1 power more, so x raised to 5 minus 1 upon x minus 1. And what is x? X is 1.07, which is greater than 1, so that's why this formula is verified. It's a geometric progression. Okay, so this is clear to everyone. Okay, now put the values back into this formula. What is x? X is 1.7. You can solve this by using calculator. This is very important step. So keep this step into your notice, and let's move further. So this is how I have calculated the things. Okay, so this minus 1 is again 0.07. Just do the calculation, you will get. Please use non-scientific calculators. Okay, so final amount is this: 5,75,070 rupees by investing in annuity plan for 5 years, 1 lakh in the end of every year at 7% per annum. So if you keep that 1 lakh for 5 years with you, you will be left with only 5 lakhs in your hand. So here you have 75,000 more. Okay, so from the important step, that step in the red box, okay, so from the important step, amount of annuity after n years, I want formula from that important step. So let's see, so what is this 1 lakh is my installment, so I can write this as p, or you can write x. Okay, you can use any notation. Let's use p. This one is as it is. What is the 0.07? This 0.07 is 7%, which is my r percent. So here r is 0.07. So this is r. This is also r. And what is this 5? 5 is the tenure of annuity, number of years. Or more precisely, this is the number of times you are depositing installment or receiving some money. So this is what we get: how to find the amount of an annuity plan. This p 1 plus r raised to n minus 1 upon r. So that explanation is the theory for this formula. Please remember this formula. P is the installment, rate of interest is r percent. Here it was 7%, but what is r? R is divided by 100. Do not write R as 7. This is wrong. Convert divided by 100. So things to remember: when the installment is paid at the end of annuity period, and the rate percent, you have to divide it by 100, then you will write the value of R. Then the amount after n years of annuity is this. Okay, so this amount you are going to receive in future after 5 years or n years. So this formula is called future value of annuity. So this is also called future value. So A is equal to future value FV P 1 plus R raised to n minus 1 upon R. And this is for immediate annuity. Why? Because your installment is paid at the end of annuity. So that's why you have to remember. I have written remember. So this formula is for immediate annuity. What if you chose to deposit or receive installment at the beginning of year or annuity period? That's definitely an annuity due question. Let's see what happens. This is the timeline of 5 years. So this is the beginning of first year, beginning of second year, beginning of third, fourth and fifth. So this is the end of fifth year. Here my annuity finishes. I'm going to receive a lump sum amount, or if I want, I can withdraw it by installment manner. So in the beginning, I want to deposit 1 lakh rupees. So this money is kept for how many years? 1 lakh. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. For complete 5 years. So raised to 5. Everything is same, but you have to write the proper number of years. So my second installment is kept for first, second, third and fourth. So for 4 years. So it is kept for 4 years. Third installment is kept for 3 years. Fourth installment for 2 years, and my last installment is kept for 1 year. So it will gain interest for 1 year. So I have written this bracket. Just add it. This is what I have. So 1 lakh common. This is my x raised to 5, x raised to 4, x, and this is x. So this is what I have written. You can take it out, x, 1x common. So 1 lakh x, and this is x raised to 4 x cube and plus 1. So what the shortcut for this? The formula is this: x raised to 5 minus 1. Okay. So if you want, you can solve this annuity due question. You will receive 6 lakhs rupees after 5 years. So there's a difference. 5 lakhs 75,000 and what? 70 rupees, I think. I don't remember. I think this is the correct amount in immediate annuity. See the difference? Annuity due. So there's a big difference. So what's the formula for annuity due? For future value of an annuity due, this is my P. This is my X. What is X? 1.07. And 1.07 comes from 1 plus 0.07, which is 1 plus R. So this is 1 plus R. And this is also 1 plus R raised to n minus 1 raised to n. So this is the formula for annuity due. Future value of an annuity due. So what we have here is we have questions on annuities. So let's read this. What is the amount of an immediate annuity of rupees 2000 per year payable for 12 years at 10% per annum? This is the important thing, per annum. If this is per annum, nothing happens to this 10 and nothing happens to this 12. So we want to find, if I decided to pay 2000 in the end of every year, how much money I will receive after 12 years. Future value formula for immediate annuity is P. This is the formula. P is the installment, which is 2000 rupees. N, number of installments paid, or number of years. I always say this is the most precise definition of N, the number of installments paid. Rate of interest is R%, which is 10. So convert it to R, which is 0.01. This is the formula, 2000. Let's simplify this, so you will receive 42,768 rupees in the end of 12th year. Second question, a man deposited rupees 500 at the end of every month in a bank for 3 years. If the rate of interest is 12% per annum, find the amount in future after 3 years. So this is the formula. What we need to change, we need to change few things in the formula because installment is deposited monthly. So let's see, go back and read it again. So this 500 rupees is deposited in the end of every month, end of him. So this is the example of immediate annuity. And what is done here, the installment is deposited monthly. So let's convert it to month wise. And everything is done for 3 years. We need to change few things in the formula because installment is deposited monthly and the rate of interest is per annum. So installment amount is rupees 500 in the end of every month. Rate of interest is 12% per annum. Rate of interest per month, we will convert from per annum to per month. So 12 divided by 12, 1% per month. And what's the rate? So this is the in percent form. R is 0.01 divided by 100. What is N? I cannot put, I cannot write N is equal to 3 because everything is in month wise. N is number of installments deposited. In this time, not number of years. So N is equal to 3 years into 12. So 36. So 12 times in 1 year. So in total, in 3 years, we are depositing 36 installments of 500 rupees. So everything is done. Future value, I have written P 500. 1 plus 0.01 raised to 36 is my N, and R is 0.01. So if you deposit 500 every month for 3 years, you will receive 21,535. So here we have extra explanation how to find 36th power of 1.01 or 36th power of any base on non-scientific calculators. You can search, so there are so many tricks available on YouTube, how to use non-scientific calculators to find powers, and many more shortcuts for non-scientific calculators. But I had given one basic things. You cannot press 36 times, but you can press 6 times and 6 times. So you can write 36 as 6 by 6. So find 6th power of 1.01, which is 1.0615, and then find its 6th power. That's easy. You can do that. Let's take one more question. A company sets aside 75,000 at the beginning. Okay, so at the beginning. So this is my annuity due. Question on annuity due. At the beginning of every year, so every year is missing, every year to create a sinking fund, what will it amount to at end of 25 years at 8% per annum? So here installment is deposited into the sinking fund in the beginning of year. Therefore, what formula we will use? We will use formula for annuity due. So this is the formula, and you know all the details. It's for per annum, so no need to change anything. N is 25, rate is 0.08, and do the required calculation, and you will get that. You will receive 59 lakhs 21,505 rupees. So this is all about for our fourth lecture, and the upcoming lecture will be on present value and perpetuity. If you want more question on this, please write in my comment section, or any doubt, please ask in my comment section. Thank you.